Here we are with our, we call it our Rockstar shot. We're shooting with the XL1, and Jared is lit by a softbox, which we didn't want it to spill too much and we want to reduce it, so we're bouncing it off a reflector taped to the wall, and that's what's getting his image of his face. But to make things more interesting, he's got a candle next to him. We're not sure why, but rock stars, when they're interviewed, like candles. Now, to get a little glow to the back of his hair there, he's got a little light that Jeff is holding. And to make his guitar glow, way back here, his guitar is lit by a 150 watt Fresnel with a rose colored gel. And then we have a practical here, regular lamp with a regular bulb. Make things a little more interesting, if you go back here, the fireplace is yellow with another candle lit by another 300 watt light. And to make things more interesting, go way back here, and this wall is lit by another 300 watt with a green gel. So this is lighting up the room back here. And once again, we go all the way up. Yellow is lighting up the fireplace. Rose color is lighting up the guitar. Background light is lighting up his hair. Sorry, backlight. Softbox is lighting him up. When you take the camera and you put it all together, it really looks like one plane. As you zoom in, you get the green. You can even see me way in the background. The pink guitar and the candles. And what's really amazing is, though it looks like just one single thing, the reason we used sort of a hallway here is because you get the effect of none of the colors bleeding over into the other colors. Notice here how wide this shot is, or how deep it is, going from here all the way back to the purple guitar, all the way back to the orange wall and to the green room, by using all this separation. Alright, let's take a look at how we did this music video shoot. But first, let's look at the room. And the room was a pretty large room, and it actually had a little bit of a hallway at the end and a door here, and that's where we put the open face with the green gel. So that's an extra room all the way down there. Now there was a garage out here, and we put the camera out in the garage. The reason we put the camera way out in the garage is we had to zoom in far to our subject, which was right here, but we wanted to keep him a distance from all the things in the distance. So first of all, how did we light our subject? Well, we had a soft box bouncing to a reflector, we'll just call it R, and then onto our subject. And then we had all those things lined up in the background. What you didn't see is we also had a TV that was actually mounted on the shelf in the wall unit, which was really nice, and we hooked that to the camera, and that allows us to position the things in the background. So what did we position in the background? Well, first of all, we had the candles. The candles are right here, and when we framed up the shot with our subject, we made sure those candles weren't just anywhere, but they were right where they visually looked the best. And this is what they do on all the television shows when they do these kind of things. Same with the guitar. Was it just a coincidence the guitar is in the background right at that same place? Well, you would think so if you saw those TV shows, but after watching these lighting videos, you know better. So that was lit by a red gel light, red, and I think it was 150 watts shining, and that was lighting the guitar. So you got the candles, the guitar, and then we had a lamp over here. And all we did to light the lamp is we put in a small 30 watt yellow bulb, and we might have even shined a little light on that, but I don't remember right now. But you don't want to put a 60 watt in there, it'll overpower everything. And then after that, we lit the fireplace with a light coming in from the side, and again, it could have been on the other side, but this lit the fireplace with a yellow gel, and that was, I think, 300 watts. So you had the fireplace lit, you have this room lit with an open face light, you had a light for the lamp, you had a light for the guitar, you had the candles creating their own light, and then if you'll notice on our subject, he had a little bit of a gold around the side of his hair. Well, how was that accomplished? A simple 150 watt light with a gold gel, or amber, and then that was on a dimmer. And that's all there is to set up. So once you set up your subject, we didn't have room for a softbox, so we bounced it, pulled the camera out in the garage, remember, for the distance we needed. And we created a big line from here all the way down of about 30 feet. Normally people go on videotape, they say, I don't have enough room to do everything in the room. Well, if you use the room right behind and you line that up in parallel with another room, in this case a garage, you have this linear progression that you can get everything in. Now you could say, well, why didn't we bring the lamp and the guitar and the candles all close to the fireplace and put our subject there? Because that would have blended all the lights and you wouldn't have gotten the separation of colors you got, that we got, by using this 30 feet distance from one end to the other. And then of course we had the amber light on the dimmer, the little light positioned in the background. By watching the TV we can move it just enough back and forth, and we made everything line up and look very natural, when in fact it took us probably a good half hour to position everything and set it up. And that's our music video lighting setup.